And what I wanted to point out here is at one point our account this week was at $29,642.12. So essentially, if you want to know what it's like to spend almost $15,000 in less than 28 hours, here we go. This is what happened. How's it going? It's Rocky. Welcome to week number 17 of my content that I like to call my 5 to 9 after the 9 to 5. So what we have here is the MES, where each candlestick represents 1 hour, and I am showing the past 2 weeks as a way of a recap. If you remembered what happened last week on week number 15. If you didn't see that content, please check out the link above. So what occurred really is on Thursday before the 3-day holiday weekend, I held on to 15 contracts. So I was going long and the market was heading down, and due to that, I had a mark-to-market loss of $3,958.78. But thankfully, come Tuesday, so you can see here on Monday, we didn't do anything, but come Tuesday, we were able to recover most of that, where with this 5 contracts that I closed here, that was a net profit of $1,390.15. And then the last 10 contracts that I closed there gave us a net profit of $3,717.80. So at that point, we actually recovered all our losses from week number 15, plus a $2,000 net profit. So we were actually in a good shape. So I could have ended my week there, but unfortunately, that's not what happened. So I did switch back to my comfort zone, which is the MYM. So we will switch to the MYM chart for the week because I did switch back to that one. So I'll bring up that chart and we will zoom in for the entire week. So bear with me here. And now we have the week and we'll zoom in for what happened this week. So as you can tell, I didn't trade on the earlier part of it. I'll turn on the line so we can see what we're looking at. And my very first trade for back to the MYM, which is my comfort zone, was a short 12 contracts, and I'll call this trade number 1, and that was a net profit of $205.72. Unfortunately, what then happened was I was careless pretty much. I was showing signs of things recovering on Thursday. So at that point, the MYM was up 400 points, and then it started to dip at, it dipped 300 to 400 points and was heading to flat for the day. And I decided to go long. And this is one of my biggest weaknesses. This is what you refer to as a falling knife. Sometimes when this happens, I just have this tendency to just jump in without really following my indicators. Again, I know it's my biggest weakness. You can say whatever you want to help me fix it, but in reality, it's a personal demon that I myself just need to take care of. But essentially, I went long, and on Thursday, in this section, we had a net mark-to-market loss of $4,014.40. And of course, Friday was, it went from bad to really, really bad. And that gave us a mark-to-market loss of $10,000.47. So I'll dig deeper on that. I could blame Jerome Powell because he showed up out of nowhere on Thursday. I'm usually pretty good at paying attention when there's a schedule for him to talk, and that's usually when I avoid the market. But really, that's an excuse. What I did here really is, from entering a trade at around 9 a.m. to the next day at pretty much, the mark-to-market at 1 p.m. So let's just say that's about 28 hours. I pretty much lost almost $15,000. So quite a disaster, but that is what happened. And I just want to be consistent with my content where I share what I do every week, and I'll pretty much run through what's going to happen next. So this is the account statement, and it's currently Friday, April 22nd, about 8:14 p.m. And the statement we're showing here is from Sunday, April 17th to today, April 22nd. What I did want to point out here is I deposited cash to the account pretty much to avoid margin call from our loss in week number 15. And we deposited $2,500, $1,000, and $300. So we deposited $3,800 into the account. And what we'll do is we'll add that back to our starting cash. And what I wanted to point out here is at one point, our account this week was at $29,642.12. So essentially, if you want to know what it's like to spend almost $15,000 in less than 28 hours, here we go. This is what happened. So basically on Thursday, Jerome Powell came out of nowhere. I really wish I knew that he was going to speak. I think it was unscheduled, but that's just an excuse, something to help me cope, I guess, with what just happened here. But that was a mark-to-market loss of $3,975. And then today, Friday, where it went from bad to worse, became one of the worst days in the Dow Jones Industrial Average since about, I think, October of 2020. And it was a 1,000-point loss, really. All the indexes were down, as you can see right on the upper left here. It's pretty crazy. It was actually down 3%, and the S&P was down 3%. NASDAQ was also down 3%. So it was quite a crazy day. And now let's see exactly how we did. And so we will calculate how we did. Our ending cash was $15,627.25. And we will subtract our ending cash, but we'll add a parenthesis there because we deposited money. So our starting cash was $20,528.45 plus the $3,800 that we deposited. And that gave us for the week a net loss of negative $8,701.20. Now in the US, a full time is a 40-hour week. So we will divide that value by 40 hours. So essentially, it was costing me almost $217.53 per hour to trade this week. That's just, so you have apples to apples comparison. And now the statistic that I care more about is the percentage itself. So our loss of $8,701.20 and divided that by our starting cash. So I'll do a parenthesis again, where the starting cash was $20,528.45, but we did deposit $3,800, so we will include that in there. And basically, I'm gonna multiply this by 100, so you're able to see this a lot better. And for the week, we essentially lost negative 35.77%. So quite drastic. As you know, my goal is always to reach 10% profit, happy with 2 to 7. And I know that if my percentage, either positive or negative, is above 10%, I know I was doing something wrong. And I definitely know that I did do something wrong here. I just wanted to be transparent, right? Because I'm not perfect. I may seem like I've had a good streak going on, but I just showed you here how most of my net profit for 2022 I pretty much gave away because of my biggest weakness. And that biggest weakness is a tendency to try to catch a falling knife without following my rule. So this is all me. I've done it before in the past. I've blown up my account. Some of you may say, well, it was bound to catch up to me, but I pretty much wanted to show you this mistake I have. So hopefully when you're learning to trade, or you've been trading for a while, it's a good reminder to not do what I did, essentially. Anyway, that's our content for the week. Please do like and subscribe. So, since the channel is monetized, maybe I'll at least get something out of this week, I guess, from YouTube. If you didn't like what you see, please give me another chance. And hopefully next week, I'll still have content to share. All right, have a good one.